All right, welcome back to another Warhammer the Old World Battle Report. Today we're going to go through game one of a little 3-round tournament I did. My first opponent was against Chaos, and I was using High Elves. You see I have Prince on Star Dragon, 2 units of 5 Elves, Elven Archers, 1 big unit of 9 Silver Helms with the War Banner, and then some interesting additions: a Empire Wizard Lord on Necromancy, 5 Huntsmen, and a Doomseeker. And then my opponent has Chaos Lord on Manticore, Chaos Giant, a unit of Dragon Ogres, which are the Juggernauts, 3 units of Hounds, 1 big unit of Chaos Warriors of Khorne. I think they're Khorne. They have the Frenzy Banner. Unit of 6 Chaos Ogres behind the tower, and then a Gorby's Chariot. And you might think that I'm looking outnumbered, and that's because we played Meeting Engagement, and this is what I have off. So another Prince on Star Dragon, a unit of Empire Knights that fills up the core of my Empire Allied contingent, and then another unit of Silver Helms. So yes, this tournament allowed allies, and I took that as a fun chance to run 2 Princes on Star Dragons and the level 4 Empire Wizard for some magic defense. And then just to further lean into the fun of it, I took the Doomseeker, who is a mercenary for the Allied contingent. Because of that, he could only be 80 points, so he's pretty bare bones. But the fun thing here, as I've done, is I've cast Spectral Steed on him from the Necromancy Wizard, so he is now flying and ethereal, just to better help him find his doom sooner. In my mind, this is Gurney Gimlison. He's out there flying around, getting tossed. So, turn 1, some shooting went into the 1 unit of Hounds. They panicked and ran off the board. These Huntsmen are just within charge range of his Manticore, which has the Mark of Khorne, so it's frenzied. It's just going to have to charge, and then hopefully my whole army can kill it. Yeah. Basically, it charged in, and then in my turn, I put... so he just moved forward on his turn. So then my turn 2, I charged in the Silver Helms and the Dragon in the front, and then the Doomseeker, Gurney, came into the side. He moved up with most of his army, basically just marched forward as quick as he could. My reserves came on in the Knights and the other Dragon. And what happened was that fight against the Chaos Lord, challenged with the Dragon, did a couple wounds, then double outnumbered him, and he ran, and then actually it was the Dwarf who ran him down. He was in the way anyways. But anyways, he ran him down. I think the Dragon and the Silver Helms both didn't quite reach him, so they weren't able to catch and reform after their overrun. So they're just sort of looking the wrong direction. And then the rest of my line has moved up here. So in Chaos turn 2, basically he just kept pushing forward with the Dragon Ogres. His Gorby's Chariot, that was his 1 reserve for Meeting Engagement, came on this flank. He put the Hounds right in front of my Knights, so that when I charge into them, I'd end up going into his Chaos Knights and give a flank charge to his Chaos Ogres. And his Giant I think he maybe had like a 12-inch charge that he didn't make, but he didn't have a lot of options there. And so what happens is the Silver Helms and the dragon go into the giant and kill it. The other Silver Helms and dragon turn around to face the dragon ogres. My wizard lord gets out of any charge arcs. And then what happened here was Gurnison and the Empire Knights. The Knights charged the Warhounds. I'll go back one so you can see. So Gurnison is... I'm not sure. I think he's over here. Yeah, he'd be over there behind the dragons. So he did a flank charge into the side of the Chaos Warriors. The Knights went into the Chaos Warriors, killed them, then overran into the Knights. And because this combat hadn't been fought yet, they then got to fight again. And so I think, yeah, I challenged with my Knight. So the Doomseeker, I think he killed like 4 or 5 Chaos Warriors, which was pretty good. But they did have, I think they had Stubborn, or they just fell back in good order. So they fell back to here, and because of how the pursuit worked, he wasn't able to get in, or he failed. He didn't roll high enough. So yeah, good number of chaos, killed 8 Chaos Warriors in total, which is pretty good. But it does mean that my Knights are in a bad spot for his Ogres. So that's what happens is the Ogres and the Chaos Warriors maul the Knights, and then the Warriors overrun into the Dwarf, who Ethereal is not so great when they all have ensorcelled weapons. And so he's in trouble. Over here, the Dragon Ogres killed off a unit of archers, but then had to turn around and they were straddling this wall. They're in an awkward spot and facing down my dragon and silver helms that have turned around. But I guess, yeah, it's too long of a charge, so these... Yeah, I think they forced him to give ground. What would have happened there? They overran. Yeah, they did a wound. I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, so my mage hid. I moved up to get some flank charges. I put my spearmen here just to block off the dragon ogres to set up for another turn. So yeah, he sadly, well, actually, I want him to die. So he gloriously met his death at the hand of a bunch of Chaos Warriors. Then so this must have been his turn. So I think the Chaos Warriors overran into the Knights. The Dragon Ogres killed the Archers and then overran a bit, straddling the wall. The other Ogres reformed. And this is the end of it. So the Dragon and Silver Helms charged the Dragon Ogres, killed them. I think the Knights ran them down, then reformed. These 3 all ganged up on the unit of Chaos Warriors and wiped them out, then turned to face the Ogres. He didn't have much to do. He just marched a bit closer, made sure everything was in his front arc. And then the 1-star dragon killed off the other Gore Chariot, and then the dragons and knights went into the dragon ogres. They killed off the Empire Knights, but I think they either broke them and ran them down, or they must have broke them, ran them down, and then I don't think they ended up in combat, but maybe they did, the Gore Chariot and the dragon. But I think it ended, that was the final turn there. That's not a good fight for the Gorby's Chariot. Doesn't get his killing blow against the dragon. So, cool, all corn themed Chaos Army. yeah, that actually, did this coin thing, ran forward and chopped some stuff. And then the double star dragon level 4 and Doomseeker proved to be quite strong, which I figured it would be. But the last event we did here had it was 1,500 points, and you weren't allowed to bring any characters over 7 wounds, or 7 wounds or over. So this was a chance to try to get the big boys on the table, and yeah, it was a super fun game. Meeting engagement, the weird rules where things like he was my general and he started off the board, which doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah, it was a fun game, and yeah, everything went sort of according to plans. Basically, throw dragons into things and let them do their job. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll have game 2 up shortly, and hopefully see you then. Bye.